Tim. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Just doing some pretty basic workouts. Going to be working on the back today with some back rows. Going to start out with the 10-pound dumbbell, just warming up, having so much fun. Just remember, it's important to take the time to warm up. You don't want to injure yourself. I can definitely feel on the sore side today. It's good. It's good to be sore though. Nothing wrong with being a little sore. Just got to make sure that you dig deep and work through it. You should, when you're warming up, making sure that there's nothing that's actually like hurt. Some sore muscles is fine. You can work through sore muscles. Something that's torn or ripped or tweaked, that's what you're really looking for. Just checking for injuries. All right, so we're done with the 10 pounds. That's 3 sets of 10 with the 10 pounds to start warming up. Grabbing 20 pounds, it's a little bit heavier. Just adding that little heavier weight just to really make sure, have a chance to warm up, making sure that there's nothing wrong. That's the big thing. Again, you don't want to grab the heavy weight and the really heavy weights and find out, oh, that was not good. There's a small injury that's now been exacerbated. There's always a potential for hurting yourself when you're lifting. If you can have really good form, but if you get fatigued and you push it too hard, it's an easy way to screw it up. Or you can have bad form and just over time cause yourself an injury. So paying attention to that is key. Doing a good warm up will help you find those issues before you get yourself in a bad spot. And it can be hard. Like today, it's a little harder. Like I said, I'm pretty sore from earlier exercises. It's gonna cause a problem from earlier exercises. Um, sorry, lost my train of thought. A little sore from earlier exercises. So just really making sure there's no real problems. Really listening to my body, focusing. Keep hitting this bar. I'm gonna move it real fast. Watched I watched Final Destiny movies enough that when I ignore something like a tripping hazard, that's all I can think about is Final Destiny. Like, skip over that bar, next thing you know, you're gonna fall in that bar, accidentally turn your treadmill on, and just rub your face off. Your kids and family come out, and it's all because you didn't move that bar. I don't know if you've seen any Final Destination movies, but it makes me really pay attention. I bet you OSHA loves those movies. Makes workers more careful. On days like today where I'm feeling sore and my body is giving me ample excuses to quit or take it easy, it's where you just gotta stay focused on your goals, stay focused on, this is the price you have to pay to get where you want to go. There's only one way to the top, and it's hard work, dedication. This is why goal setting is extremely important. You know, it's easy to set up a goal when it comes to working out. Like, oh, I just want to be more jacked, or oh, I want to be more fit. But really examining why you want those things, you know, and realizing that that goal is something you can't live without. You know, for me, staying fit so I can be mobile and playing with my kids, one day my grandkids, having a good life, staying mobile when I'm into my 80s to my hundreds. Like, these are goals that I can focus on because they're the things I really want. And I have a clear understanding of what happens if I don't actively pursue these goals. I'm going to get out of shape. I'm going to stay out of shape. I'm going to be, you know, everything's going to feel awkward or painful when it doesn't have to. And that's going to make living old not as fantastic as I want it to be. You have to do the same thing. Set your goals with that in mind, of knowing how it's going to benefit your life, knowing how it's essential to your life that you hit those goals. That will make it easier when you're having a rough day, or when you're getting distracted. Oh, I gotta do this for this bigger purpose. That's why long-term and short-term goals when it comes to fitness are extremely helpful. All right, gonna be hitting the 60-pound dumbbell. So this is the first week back on the 60s. Last week I did the 3 sets of 10 with the 50 pounds, so moving up to 60 pounds this week. Here we go. Ooh, that was hard. Yeah, proper goal setting is a huge part of this process. All right, I'm gonna give myself a full minute to recover. That was pretty rough for me. And if you are, overweight, like I was extremely overweight for my size at one point, that's got to be like the number one priority for goal setting, is getting rid of the excess fat so you can be stronger, so you can live easier. When I was at 246, man, things that were everyday activities started getting harder and harder, and it was really frustrating. All right, here we go. All right, that's just 8. My form is definitely slipping up there. Give myself 40 seconds and then jump back into it, but really want to make sure I'm not just losing that form. It's hard because I want to get through it. Every part of me like wants to crush it. And I have to control that urge to not just yank it back and forget about form. Just not the way to go. Gotta be smart about it. And as you can see, it's a real struggle for me. That's 4. I'm gonna give myself a minute to recover. I'm gonna switch this out for the 50 pounds. When I can't hit a set of 8, I like to drop the weight down and start over. All right, let's go. That's 8. It's definitely not getting easier. I'm gonna give myself a minute and hit it again. It's definitely a hard day. It's the second to last workout of the week. So all the other workouts are contributing to the fatigue on this one. And that's okay. Sometimes you're gonna have to work through hard stuff. Just a fact of life. That's 8. I was thinking about going for the 9 there, but I was gonna jerk it up. I was like, nope, it's not the exercise we're doing. It's not what we came to do. Don't start jerking the weights around. It's not gonna help. Another set of 8. One nice thing about back rows versus others, I feel like I get sweat in my eyes less when I'm looking down versus other exercise like shoulder press. It's amazing how much you just end up with sweat in your eyes. Really annoying. But I'm starting to sweat a lot and none of it's getting in my eyes, so that's nice. It's the little things. Another set of 8. Give myself 30 seconds and jump back on it. Six. Six. All right, we're gonna switch up to 40 pounds now. All right. Can't seem to make it past the 8. Give myself 30 seconds. Oh, look at that, set of 10. Woo! There we go. That's exciting. Didn't see that coming. Whew. Back to 8. Oh. All right. That's going to be it today. I'm out of time. So I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that you find this encouraging. I hope that you stay motivated in your own workouts and just hit it hard. You know, this was a rough day for me. I was feeling really sore when I came in here. But again, checking myself for any injuries. Couldn't come up with a good excuse for why I couldn't do this today. So here I am. And I hope that you do the same thing. You know, getting in shape, staying in shape is not easy. That's like I said earlier, that's the whole purpose in setting a goal that you have really honed in on, you focused on. You know it's important to your core, it's important to your existence. And that's what's really going to help you move into success. When you really realize that quitting is detrimental to everything that you want to do in your life, you're going to fight that much harder to not quit. And I really hope you do. And if you are, you know, in a really bad shape weight-wise, like I've said before, I spent a year solely focusing on losing weight. That was a year of starting out with walking, a lot of walking, and then jogging, and then running. And after a year, I finally got back into weightlifting. But that weight coming off and taking that year was key to my success today. And I hope that you find that same, you know, ability in your life to just get out there and do the simple things. You know, the simple thing was just walking, which will be hard. It will be hard. Simple is just the motion. The drive to do it and execute can be hard, can be difficult. And I hope you succeed. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate it if you could like or subscribe. And yeah, stay motivated. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, for back rows, I did 3 sets of 10 with the 10 pounds, 3 sets of 10 with the 20 pounds, 1 set of 10 with the 60 pounds, 1 set of 8, 1 set of 4. The 50 pounds, I did 3 sets of 8, 1 set of 6. And then with the 40 pounds, I did 1 set of 8, 1 set of 10, and then a last set of 8. Thank you.